Man, what's happening? It's your boy, Darian, aka I am Low Life D Reynolds, aka Big Speaker. I'm here with my brother, aka my co-host,
You already know this your boy Nate, dog, man.
Nate.
Call me
Dog. Yo, we here, man. We here for an episode today, man. We want to kind of talk to y'all today, man. It was kind of last minute thing, but we here, man. But man, how your day been, buddy?
Been pretty good, man. Been getting things done, resting up. So that's the main thing. But
Man, anything we got going on with the crew to let the people know on film on YouTube, you know what I'm saying?
shoot, let the people know, bro. Back to school. Pretty much got that coming up, man. So back to school events, and pretty much just doing a lot of things around the communities. We always doing something, man. So
Oh yeah, for
that's
sure,
a
for
big
sure.
deal right there,
So look, y'all see we got the background. We in the clubhouse for real. So
basically.
this, you feel me? Basically, this is kind of one of the spots of how I started after hours, because we in after hours right now.
For real.
But for real, you know, this, like I said, we came here. We come here a lot as a crew to talk. Sometimes we sit here and we talk about cars, talk about life, not just about, you know, everything just being about what typical stuff people think. And today, we wanted to sit here and talk about, what's the true meaning of having a real family in your life. You know what I'm saying? And I think that a lot of people don't really realize that, you need family. You know what I'm saying? Outside of having your actual blood family, you can also have family that's not blood. I got my brothers, my sisters, right here on this shirt.
All right.
You feel me? And that's what we really wanted to talk about today. And I think, like, I also want to get in touch to let everybody know, like, I also want to talk about, let me say that, talk about, there are actually good in car crews. There are actually some good in having a car crew. Like, I'm for real, because it's been a lot of stuff that go down. We have a lot of car issues, a lot of deaths with the new cars, and we having different people claiming different crews and stuff that's not actually in the crew. But we're gonna talk about it today. And I think, like, we started the group young, like really young. But I'm happy we did, because as we grow older, it's different stuff that we learn. And I think, like, having my family, my car crew family with me, it just really helped out a lot with me, because sometimes I may be feeling down. I can hit the chat and just let them know, like, hey, I love y'all. I may not do it all the time, which I don't, because I ain't gonna lie, that's just me. But I try to do enough to let everybody know, like, hey, I'm here. And I think, like, just y'all been in my life. It made everything different. What about you?
So, bro, like that's the whole reason we pretty much started it, because it's to make a change. You know what I'm saying? Not a change just in other people's lives, but in our own lives. You feel me? So that's the whole big deal right there. Like make a change overall. You feel me? So I definitely see the change,
Yeah.
and that's an upgrade. You feel me? That's all I want to see right there. So I see a change not only in me, but you and those that's around us. So
And I think, like, we're gonna, like I said in this episode, we're gonna talk about a lot. But I wanted to ask my brother, like, what's some of the things that, as a president of a group, that you deal with, you be like, man, it's a lot. It's just like, my family don't get to see that side. Like, what's one? Like, this is one. You know what I'm saying? Something that we don't get to see that prayers go through with the crew.
with the group,
The group.
something I could think of.
Whether it's organizing events, whether it's just like, man, you may feel like it's a workload, but it's just like, because I know you had your moments where you will be like, I can do it by myself. You be like, no, bro, you can't do that.
No, it's like so you burn it up, right? So
Yeah.
it's mainly the thing about being president is mainly that like I carry. Okay, one, I got the group, right? So
Yeah.
and it's a we thing, you feel me? But it's the group, like I'm kind of like the head, you know what I'm saying? And everybody that comes together, you feel me? Like we vibe off each other, so it's like when you hurt, I'm hurt,
Yeah.
and when one of my other brothers hurting, I'm hurting. So it's like if I got 10 guys and 5 hurt and 5 good, that's 5 people along with myself that I'm hurting. Like if I didn't eat today because of whatever reason, I'm dealing with that. Not only am I dealing with that, but I'm dealing with my bro said this, my bro said that, my bro said that. So then I'm like, dang, so I'm being strong for everybody. You feel me?
Yeah.
And as a president, like I sometimes you can't. I had to sit self. I had to take self and be like, you know what? We're gonna sit you over here and we're gonna see about them first. You feel me? Then when I see about y'all, then I come back and be like, all right, Nate, so where you at? Up here, you feel me? But that's the behind the scenes type stuff right there.
I think like one of the things that with having a car crew is, and I'm talking about an organized one. I ain't throwing no shade at nobody. I don't want nobody to feel like, so when y'all watch the video, I ain't throwing no shade. I'm just being real. Having an organized car crew, you realize you're one. And not many people realize that in their crews. Like your crew is your family. You know what I'm saying? You represent each other outside of us just being together. So like when I'm not around y'all, I'm still representing y'all. You know what I'm saying? And not many people know that, especially at our age. We have people out here that start crews, but they don't have it organized and well structured and disciplined the way they be like, when we leave, bro, you're still representing us. You're not just representing yourself, you represent all of us. We are one. And that's one thing, like I said, not many people understand. But, with having the parents that we do have, because everybody know each other's parents in the crew, they don't play around. So why would I leave the house if I know my parent ain't going to play around by me cutting up? Why would I think my crew going to play around by me cutting up?
Standards, bro.
Oh, God. And I don't think, like I said, I don't think many people understand it. And that's one thing, like I said, being part of my crew, it really makes everything different. And the crazy part is just like people still think like, oh, it's dangerous to do this. Like, the name of our crew is NightLife Outlawz. When people hear the outlaw at the end of that, they be like, oh, I'm good on that. They be like, like, bro, if you really knew what we was doing, bro, like, you wouldn't even have a problem. The crazy part is some people have really said that, and I see them on social media like, y'all are doing good. I'll be like, bro, you just okay. Leave that alone. But I don't look down on that because I like proving people wrong.
All right.
When I want people to see, like, just because you see the outlaw at the end of that doesn't mean we're breaking the law. Doesn't mean we don't care. That's the name we came up with. That's something we set. But who we really are is XYZ, and we do this. And at a young age, I think us doing this early on can set an example for a lot more other people that want to start crews and stuff, to let them know, like, hey, you can do this. Y'all can be able to come together and hang out and stuff and not have to always worry about doing donuts or, oh, who racing everybody all the time. It's not about that. Having a crew is much deeper than that.
Way deeper.
And what people be thinking, we be on some Too Fast, Too Furious stuff all the time. Like, man, we got to go race for money. We got to go. Sometimes we just meet up. We may have some that don't show up and some that do. But even the ones that not there, they're missed.
And they know where to come, man.
Exactly.
They know where to come. And that Too Fast, Too Furious movie, like they come to that same house
every time for the barbecue at Dom house.
They gonna have dinner together. Like, it's when they leave that mission and all hell done broke loose, and then they come back. They coming back to that same house, bro.
And the thing is, I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting tired of people keeps bringing up the whole Too Fast, Too Furious, like, narrative, Fast 8, all this. We talking about before Fast 5, when they was actually racing for money.
Yeah. It went left after all that. Yeah.
It went completely left. They went from street racing to government saving the world type stuff. Man, it's barely racing now, but it's a good movie. Don't get me wrong, still like it. But I just missed the old version of how I grew up with my dad watching it. Like, man,
right, it's about them cars, man.
About them cars, man. And not many people understand the car life. Like, we love our cars. Don't get it twisted. We got 2 in front of us right now, and they're behind the camera. Y'all don't even know it. But we love our cars. We treat our cars like they're our kids to a certain degree. Like, when the car not acting right, we not acting right.
I'm sick. I'm sick.
But and keeping it back on the crew type thing, like, you know, people have, like I said, I started off, I told y'all we was gonna, you know, having a family. It means a lot. And this is my secondary family outside of my primary, which is my blood, but this is my secondary family. And they made it safe for me to come around, bring my problems to the group and ask them, can y'all help me? Because there was a point in time, Speaker did not want no help. I promise you, I did not want no help. I'm just being real. I didn't. But I had to realize I can't be like that, because me being like that messed up everything. Okay. But, and even my brother know that, because us being able to be around each other for so long, and really helps each other out, to know, like, when I come at them, I'm coming at them from love. Not just to be on your head, not to be hard on you. Coming at you from love when you do something wrong. When you feeling down, I'm coming at you, bro. I got you, bro. When you want to strag off, I'm still gonna be there to come on, bro. Come back, bro. Come on back, bro. And that's like one thing, like I said, people don't realize. And I know being a president, bro, my brother be going through it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna let him tell that. I'm gonna just sit back on this one. Like, for real, because people don't understand. Like, I think that's one thing I had to take a step back and look at the position that he be in when he works with us. It's a simple fact of, like, he is, like, how can I put it, like the head of the snake. If everybody understand what I mean, we ain't no snakes, but I'm just saying, like, you know, when they say NLO, when they see our family and stuff, they see him majority of the time, because he's the president, and that's what the president do. The president takes on so much more than what people think, and not even just that. As a member, looking at my brother work hard day in day out for us, it's just like, man, I know that boy be stressing, boy. I mean, like I said, it's just it be a lot, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I salute him, because, like I said, we come a long way, and I'm pretty sure he probably got a story to tell y'all too. I know he do, but I think, like, just being able to be there along the journey of seeing how what we started to where we at now is really, I ain't even gonna say motivational. It's really like a happiness type of thing, because we grow, we evolved, and we're gonna continue to evolve, whether people like it or not. We're gonna continue to try to hold our ground and show that young people can come together and do something that they love. That we all know how the common thing that we love, which is cars.
That's it.
And I think your passion came from your dad, just like mine did.
Right.
Cause I know you used to go to the track a lot, just like I did.
Being around them at the house, like waking up, and it's like 5 cars just sitting in the yard. Like, 4-wheelers everywhere, stuff like that, man.
I ain't gonna lie, and people don't understand, like, this is a hobby. This hobby went from just us liking to us loving to this is us. Like,
yeah, we used it as a tool, man. Like,
for real.
A tool to reach people. Cars is like the ground surface for us to be able to use and connect with other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, I mean, if you be real with it, if you think about it, right? Like, in order to get somewhere, you have to drive. Like, if you want to get somewhere in time, like going to work, going to school, traveling, like, you might say, oh, I could take a plane. To get to the airport, you gotta drive. Like, unless you gonna walk, like, you know, but I mean, you gotta drive. So, like, you may not even like cars, you know, you may like, oh, I'm not into cars, but you gotta drive that vehicle, and you gotta know about that vehicle. You gotta know how to put gas in that vehicle. You gotta know how, if you get a flat, how to change that flat. And it's what we do. Like, you know, we take our passion and turn it around and help people, like, learn more about your vehicle that you drive, whether it's a sports car, or whether it's just a daily driver that you just get in, luxury, you know, something that you just love. You know, you always wanted this car to drive type deal, but shoot, we just turn it around, man, and we help others.
Yeah, true. And it's just like, I think not many people see that on the outside looking in. And that's one thing I like, that we set the standard of what we Once we came together, we made up our rules of the crew. We knew what we wanted to do, and we got straight to it. And we're setting the standard for us. Now don't get me wrong. We have our moments where we stray off from like anybody. You know, we have our setbacks. Everybody may not talk for a second, but we're gonna come back. But we all know we're still one, so we're gonna come back together at some point in time. But when we do come back, all hell gets paid for. You're gonna pay for it. But and I'm talking about y'all gonna see us pop out do our thing. And when I say pop out do our thing, it's us helping the community. It's really us. Our organization really wants to be able to show people like not just a hobby about the cars or not just us just hopping in the racing. It's us showing y'all that we still care about this community. The cars, they're here. They're here for show. Even though we do this for ourselves, but we do this to show y'all like he's 25, young, got his dream car. And people be thinking, oh, my dream car is all this. Man, your dream car can be a 1985 Fox body. It can be a a 69 Camaro. That can be your dream car. And that's one thing I want people to understand. Like, when you in the car community, you look at it, gives you a whole new different perspective on why people like cars or why people like the car that they have. Like, I think we had a reality check one day. Me and him, one Sunday, this is a story. We finna have story time real quick. One Sunday, I get a phone call in the morning. It's him. Hey, D, let's go to coffee, cars and coffee. All right, where at? 280. All right. You know, we got church in about like 30 minutes. All right, we finna, and that's when we was in Michelle. Yeah. Michelle day one, new Edge, 01 V6, but he had it sound like a V8. I don't know how. Y'all can hit him up. Nate _1 pair. His Instagram, I don't know. But he had it sound like a V8. But anywho, we get there, and we sitting there watching all the cars, cool. And this dude comes around in this beat up car. I know you remember that car. And he was happy. Like, he was like, yeah. He wasn't talking noise, but you know, when you able to get out your car and look back at your car, that's how you know you got the one that you want. So when we saw this, like, bro, what do you see in that car? Like, it's the paint messed up, but it still sounds good. So we can't take that from. Can't say like, oh, the car.
It ran good.
It ran good.
The motor was smooth, like the motherfuckers said. It ran like a sewing machine,
bro. But we sit here looking at that, like, and don't get me wrong, we love cars, but like I said, we're younger at this time. I think it's like, what, we're 19, 18, 19, something like that. And like I said, he got out the car and it was like the paint job was rusty. The whole car was rusty. But he loved the brakes out of the car. And the thing, I think over time, after we had that moment, me and him, it was just like, and the crazy part, we had the reality check right then and there, and we really talked about it on the way to church. Like, bro, why do like that car? But you know what? That's his style. On the car scene, you realize, you start to understand the meaning of, what's that saying? To each his own. You on the car scene, you will understand what that means. That phrase means, to each his own, because that's not me. But to him, that's a golden ticket to paradise. That's everything. And it's like,
I'm talking about Ferraris, Bugattis. They can pull up next to that car and he can be like, oh, okay, yeah, it's clean, but he gonna be smiling and happy with what he got. You feel like.
And it be so crazy. It be the little things that people like about their cars. Like, I know I work with a dude who all he do is ride around and just pop. But that's his style. I can't be mad on me. That dude get annoying from time to time, but you know, that's his thing. And that's why I say you learn that phrase of to each his own, what it means, because everybody has something unique about their car that they like. Like that you, when you have a car and you are one with that car because you love that car, you put time, you put effort in it. So when something go wrong with it, you like, I gotta get my baby fixed.
I gotta see about it.
Cause it's just like a whining baby. It may whine for a second, you fix it, feed it, then it go back to a longer whine, and it's like, what's wrong with my car, bro?
Really
There's something really wrong. Like, oh man, what's the freak going on? And I ain't gonna lie, when that car sitting in that shop and you out riding, you know what's so crazy? When your car in the shop That's when everything started. Everybody want to race you. Everybody showing their cars out here,
You see other cars that look like yours. You like, dang, that's a Mustang or that's a Camaro right there. I got one of them. Like,
the crazy part is you even see dudes that been trying to race you for a long, that all of a sudden want to race you when your car in the shop. Then when you go get it, they be like, man, bro, where you was, man? When I was lacking, man, where were you? You was looking for him, not you. You feel me? And like I said, it's a good feeling to be able to go to car meets and have fun, and to also see like the old heads. I think the best car meets of all is like the old heads. Like when we go to Fultondale, when we go to Alabaster, for sure. And it's just like
all them different spots, man. Them old school cars, old heads, man. You talking about pouring into us? That's what we learn. You know what I'm saying? They teach us about how things supposed to go, whether it's life or cars. Like,
and I think like one thing that I can really say, and the reason why I wanted to do this episode with my brother, because it's something that's what we love. And this also my co-host. Y'all know that. But it's just like, I think when my dad died, this all I grew up around, cars. So it's just like me hopping in my car, driving made me feel closer to him. So when something wrong, I'd be like, oh man, I gotta get my car fixed. And it'd be hurt, but that don't be kidding. I'd be like, man, look, I hope it's just something minor, because if my car can just go in the shop for that one day and get fixed, I will not trip. But when it's in there for more than a week, almost 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, you like,
dude, you be
like a crackhead fiending for it. You be like, man, come on, man, you can't. I need my baby, man. But I think like people understand. People be like, they have dreams and goals against certain cars, and there's nothing wrong with wanting I say a $500,000 car, Lamborghini with her. Nothing wrong with that. And there's also nothing wrong with going to get a $2,000 car and souping it up and make it faster than that car. Just saying, throwing it out there. That I have seen that before. But there's nothing wrong. People find love in the cars, and because that car gives them a feeling probably nothing else can give them. And that's being able to, when I'm going through things, I can hop in it and go. When I need to get somewhere point A to Z, I can hop in it and go. And I ain't got to worry about my mama sitting here on my head or my dad being on my head. That's my car. No, that's mine. Thank you.
I mean, all the way down, like, even for the people that can't relate to the car world, man, when you get in that car, man, music hit different in the car, man. Like, that one song that you probably love to hear, it hit different in the car. And then you got just the car alone, like, you got people that love music, man. You start putting speakers and different radios and tweeters and all that stuff, and you basically have a band inside your car on the way to work. Like, that's different, you know what I'm saying? That's in your car.
When you ain't riding around with and not a fishbowl and you got some tin on it hit different. Your lifestyle where you can when you riding in the fishbowl, it's just like everybody can see. But I ain't gonna lie, you had your days in that fishbowl where you like, man, I don't give a care who see me. I'm in anymore. And that's because that's your car. You love it. And I think many people gotta see, like, this is something that is near and dear to our hearts. Our bond is with one another, but our bond is also with our cars, and that's what makes it so unique. Us being able to, if something go wrong with our car, I could pick up and say, bruh, my car sound like XYZ. It sound like your problem that you had just last week. Oh yeah, brother. And y'all can go swap, and you can just go right, pick up. Your problem may be the same as that problem that your brother had week before, and you go pick up right the same part that he added by just to fix his car. And that's some people don't understand and realize, like, this is more than just us just sitting around talking. We're actually learning to. He may know how to. I'm gonna dummy it down for y'all. He may know how to change the tire, and I don't. I can call my brother, hey bro, come teach me. And I ain't gonna lie, we may be learning how to do that for like 2-3 hours. Cool, once I get it down pat, boom. And then he may teach me how to change oil. Or I may teach him, he may not know. But it's just like that bond that we have is because of this car, not just because of this car, but because of us. But the car is the main thing that helps us out. Man, what people get creative with their cars. Like, I done seen some stuff like people be like, what? I be like, what? You really? But that's that thing. I done seen dudes ride around on a Honda Civic 01 and 26s around this small 32. And it looked good, but it's like, bro, come on, bro. Like, but that goes back to the saying, to each his own. He like 32s or 26s on the Honda Civic. I'm not putting that on. I'm that's just not me. But that's his style. And I think many people just gotta understand that everybody has their unique way of expressing themselves. We have like I said, our unique ways. It's cars. Y'all look at our cars, you be like, man, they got it. And I ain't gonna lie, ain't nothing like a good feeling when you be in the corner and you got your crew behind you. Everybody stop what they doing. It's like,
oh yeah, showstopper. You feel me?
And we done had plenty of them moments. Cause when I look out the window, I be like, yeah, hey, we up now. I'm talking noise.
Oh yeah.
In my head, I'm talking noise. I ain't, you know what I'm saying?
That's our time to shine right there.
And like I said, it's fun though. And we're gonna come back with y'all, man. We're gonna ask Prez some questions. I'm ready for that. So yeah, we'll be back. Take a break real quick. Y'all be easy. Y'all be breezy. We'll be back. They get it. So what's up? We are back, man. Welcome back to the clubhouse. You feel me? I'm back with my brother, my co-host, and the president of my crew, NightLife Outlawz. You know what I'm saying? We back. So like I said, we're gonna ask Prez a couple questions. So let's see. All right. So what's one thing that you learned from the beginning up to now with having a crew?
One thing I have learned from the beginning to now is sticking to the plan, bro. I learned you got to stick to the plan. Like a lot of stuff gonna start happening real fast. You're gonna have things come up, things go down, this and that happen. But you gotta learn. I had to learn that I had to stick to the plan. Don't forget the plan, man. Don't forget why you started what you started. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that.
Okay. And it's just, I think that's one thing I also had to learn. Like what we always say, got to see it through.
Gotta see it through. Simple as that. I was saying that almost every day. Gotta see it through.
Hey, funny moment, real quick. Story time. We going to Gaston. Going to Gaston. Me, him, and T. I'm thinking Nate know the bear to the right to go to Gaston. Nah, we go left. T go right, going to the Gaston. We gotta go back towards Center Point. Man, we get out the interstate. We get out the interstate, man. He got mad a little bit. Man. He on the turn. And he got mad because it was a sidewalk. Yeah. It was a medium. It was a sidewalk in the middle of the road. And he like, and he said, hit it. We with the drifting. He's like, gosh to see it through, my boy. Gosh to. So we drifting almost. I wouldn't even say drifting, but we burning out almost to the light, and we do it again, and it's just like, got to see it through, my boy. We got to see it through. So and the crazy part is, people don't. For a lot of people, that's gonna go. Your story's gonna go over y'all head. Y'all gotta relive it. Some of our stories, y'all have to be there to understand the funniness of why we talk about it. Because, like I said, it's so many memories behind having a crew or having brothers and having sisters, and going places and being able to spend time with each other. That it's fun. Sometimes especially when I'm not here, I be like, man, I wish I was there, man. I'd be like, bro, I wish I was there. Cause I know, like, we have our annual another Sonic drive-in meet. I was sitting there like, man, if it wasn't for my auntie's birthday, man, I swear, bro, I tell you, I would have been there. I tell you what, like T said, I tell you what. But it's stuff like that make you be like, man, I wish I was there, man. Like, I miss it. That's how you know you love it. It's not just about you wearing something just to claim something. It's about it being inside of you, and you missing and loving it. Because when I'm not with them, I be hating it. Before I moved, I was straight. I knew I had my brothers and sisters in the city, man. I wasn't tripping. When I moved, man, Reality check 1-on-1, boy. You up here by yourself, my boy.
Yeah.
So it's just like that's just something that I really do miss is like just me being around, just knowing that less than probably 10 miles, we're less than 10 miles apart from each other from every angle. And that's like I said, that's just something I definitely truly miss. And that's like I said, it means a lot to me. So let me see something. All right, so with us being who we are, tell me one thing about all of us you learned about each one of us. Ooh.
That ain't too hard.
We can go down the list. As a matter of fact, I'd let you choose 4. I choose me, not Wolf, Jackal.
One thing I learned about y'all folks.
Y'all, us 4. I say that.
All right. So, like, what, like, you, how detailed? How detailed?
Let me clear everybody this. Hold up. Let me clear everybody this because this is one thing that you learn after meeting us the first time. Oh, we got Knot right here. She over here dancing and stuff. Not show your face. She showed the hand. She waving. All right. So one thing you learned about something
when
new
I first met y'all.
After you first met us, something new.
Something new. All right. So like, let's see. I'll start with you. So like, when I first met you, you know what I'm saying, I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying, based off of like talking and just vibing, cool guy, feel me, laid back, like real deal laid back, smooth, you know what I'm saying, smart guy, you feel me? Had the brains, you feel me? Like what basically areas that I know.
I feel like he building me up just to
in,
tear me down right now. Hold up. Let me see what you finna say.
Areas I knew I feel short in, I feel like you was more so like better in those areas, you feel me? So I'm like, okay, yeah, I can learn something from this guy. Like, he really talking like, you know how when you meet somebody and you be like listening, like I really can listen to this man.
Let me break this down to y'all. we before we had the crew, with just me and him, right? So we grew up together, like literally, it was me, him, and KOT. And it's just like Nate has always been a quiet one. KLT has always been the it is what it is type thing. It's me being the loud one, Nate the quiet one, KLT being like it is what it is. So it's really like a KLT in the middle type situation. But with me and him, I would literally have to speak for this man sometimes. Like, hey, bro, I gotta boost this man up. I'd be like, hey, bro, come on, bro, come on, man. And
hype man,
I was really this man hype man.
Hype.
For real. Like, and it's so crazy how we balance each other out, because I'll be this man hype man and bring him up, and then sometimes he'll be the one like, hey D, go ahead and bring it back down a little bit, my brother. All right, so give me some about T. Ooh, I'm ready.
T man, like, so when I first met T, I knew T was smart, you feel me? Right off the rip. I'm like, dang, T very smooth guy, old school. He remind me like an old school type guy, like, yeah, you know, like real old school.
For real.
Like, if he 25, my boy act like he about 70, you feel me?
He'll drop the top on him.
He cruising, he laid back, he chilling, you feel me? He chilling
and he
hard.
Playing this big boogie.
Oh yeah. And he gonna, you know, he got that young vibe in him. But that's my boy. Like he laid back, he chilling. He remind me of myself. You feel me? Like both of y'all, bro. Y'all really remind me of myself. Like just laid back, like, you know.
All right, cool.
Good with kids too.
Yes, I ain't gonna lie. T do love the kids.
I did notice that. That's very one of the most
kids.
Things.
I thought I loved the kids, but T love the kids. For real.
Oh
God, give me something about Jackal. Jack.
That boy funny, man. So like, when I first met Jackal, bro, he brought out the funny side of me. Like, he's like the type guy, like, I can like look at something and he looking at the same thing and we think the same, like literally the same thing, and he be on some funny, crazy type junk. Like,
but Jackal gonna be the one to say it though. That's the crazy part.
He gonna be the one to say it, you know what I'm saying? And then like I said, like a hype man, he's just hyping me up, and this thing, you know, I'm rolling. Like, but Jackal, like the name itself, you know what I'm saying, the jokester, like this Joker, like that boy, I know he's a wild guy, you feel me? He gonna have you laughing, he gonna keep you on your toes. all that 24/7. Like he ain't gonna let you like just sit there just.
Nah, the funny thing about Jackal, real talk, Jackal, but I'm finna go home. All right, Jackal. Now keep in mind, Jackal got a Camaro with a Corvette exhaust.
Yeah, loud
and cammed out.
Loud.
And you gonna hear it from literally 4 miles of road. And that mug gonna be popping. We'll be right, Jack, but I'm finna go home. We about to probably go race somebody. I don't know. And all of a sudden, Jack could just bend the corner. Bend the corner.
Pop up out of nowhere. He can disappear and pop back up.
Bro,
like it ain't
the
nothing.
car is so crazy about Jocko car. You would hear it coming from almost 20 miles away. But I promise you, when he leave,
you don't never hear it.
You don't never like when he leave to go home, you gonna hear it. But if he come back on us and pop up out of no, but we not finna hear Jocko car, bro. It'd be like,
dang, where you was? Like, oh, I was down the road. Like, dang,
you were down the road, but we thought you went home.
He'll pop back up. He'll disappear and pop back up.
Like he really, when we gave him that name for a reason. That boy Houdini.
Yeah.
Now, no, the last person of them all, right here, in our faces. That's one thing you learned about Nadia.
One thing I learned about Nadia. So, right off the rip,
she said, "Don't do too much."
I'm gonna talk about how smart she is, bro. Like, she got it up here. You know what I'm saying? It's all that. Like, me, I'm not the math type person. Like, struggled in school with math. You know what I'm saying?
I love math. I never felt it.
The crazy part about it, bro, I like math, but math don't like me, bro. I like math, but math do not like me. Like, I like science, and science got a lot of math in it, bro.
It do.
Think about it. But
you know what's so crazy? Cars got a lot of math in it.
Exactly. But I'm just like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying, on that type time, you feel me? But I can get it done, but it's just like, it's going to take me a long time, to process the information. However, when I first met her, it was like, she was just like, okay, boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, that's how you do this. Like, what? Like, I'm talking about from college, like when I first got there to the time it was time for me to leave, like, she was right there with like, okay, look, this how you do this, showing me shortcuts. So just that alone, bruh.
Keep in mind, Nadia is our secretary too.
Yeah, that speaks for itself.
That speaks for itself. There you go, right there. Hey man, don't be smiling over there, man. But I ain't gonna lie, like we all bring something. One thing I can say about my crew, we all bring something unique to the group. Like my nickname is Big Speaker. Yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all see that now. But just being real,
yeah.
I'm not, and like I can literally go down the list and tell everybody and to me what they bring to the group. I know I bring my mouth. He just all around. I don't know. Not
whatever need
brings that. Jackal brings the funniness. KOT brings the
old school / new
old
school / a lot of different things.
He brings the smooth criminal to the group.
Yeah, the smooth criminal.
Wolf brings the Wolf got that. He got that
old school.
Yes, old school off the rip. But it's just like a mix with a
night owl, man. He gonna
yes,
keep you on your toes.
like his name is Wolf for a reason.
He gonna keep you on your toes, bro.
For real. OG brings the manpower. I'm sorry, like
manpower, that wisdom.
Exactly. Mom brings the all around. I don't know. Mom brings all around. That's why I say I don't know. Like she just brings it all. Who else we forgetting? T brings the new vibe. The new vibe. Cause we all knew what we were, but when T came, T brought the new saying. We wasn't even saying I tell you what until T started saying.
Yeah.
And that's the crazy part about it. Bart brings the Barty. You bring
for real.
He actually is universal. Like he's very universal to the point that it's just like, is there something you can't do, bro?
For real. Especially when it comes to barbecuing. Like, y'all don't know.
Hey, for people that say white people can't barbecue, Bart can barbecue.
For real. My boy throw that.
Who else am I forgetting? We got Who else? I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. I went down to Maine.
Sam.
Oh, Superman. Oh, Sam. Sam hard for me. Sam, for everybody, we saw Sam Superman because he has the big Superman logo on his car, and his car fires. I don't know what. You got to check it out. But Sam brings like the
unique, bro.
Yes,
very unique.
Like
It's
Sam, Sam is an old age, but like Sam older than us, but it's like a funny wisdom. I can say that because
something you probably thought about doing.
He didn't already.
He gonna bring it.
Especially if it's something funny.
He gonna bring it to life. He gonna make it happen. Type deal. You feel me?
Oh God, who else am I forgetting? But I'm forgetting one more person. I know y'all probably gonna be like, "How can you forget everybody?" Look, it's so many of us. Real talk. It is. Who? We already said OG. Who?
We already said that.
We already said that too. I guess we got everybody.
Yeah.
But all together, we all have, when it comes to cars, like, we all had that one love. Yeah. And I think, like, I know when you first started, when we first brought the crew out to like, was you nervous?
Nah, I was really excited.
I know you was excited.
Taj, my boy Taj.
Taj. Oh, that's who we forgot. Taj. Now, Taj, on the other hand, Taj is definitely, we call him Vader.
Yeah.
Like, for real. We call him, I forgot why we call him Vader. But his first car, that's what it was. The black Camaro.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That mud was nothing to play with. Like, for real. And Taj really brings, like, Taj ain't nothing but him.
Yeah, he out
like too. But Taj brings like the when I say him, like I mean like he quiet. Taj's quiet. But once Taj gets going,
when he
it's
over. Talking, it's over.
It's over with, man.
When he get going, it's over.
For real.
You funny too, boy.
That for sure. And when it's time to line up, Taj's gonna line up. He gonna beat you to the
bound.
Oh, my boy Track, bro. Arthur. Miss you, Arthur. Love you, my boy. Now when Arthur come back, oh Lord Jesus, we in for awakening, but that's my brother right there.
He gonna make it happen too.
Arthur is still funny to this day, man. I was just on Xbox with Arthur. That's the crazy part about it. That boy is still funny to this day. He was saying he told me he was still mad at Nate for let him slap the white boy. I don't know why he slapped that white boy that day. I don't know. Arthur, I don't know why you slapped that white boy. I don't know why you did it. But it's a lot, and I love about the crew. And I think like they go back to what I was asking, like with the excitement coming in, us coming out, like when did you know, like, bro, this we can make something shake with this,
like I remember the night, man. I remember the night like it was yesterday. I was actually at a little car meetup, bro. Like, and I was just looking around at everybody laughing, talking, enjoying the cars, and I was like, dang, man, I like this. Like, you had certain cliques and everybody had their little groups, and it may have been like 2 guys, 3 guys, and I was like, dang, I kind of want to start that too. Like, I want to have a car club family that, we can get together and chill and pull up at each other's house and work on cars. And it was like, at that moment, I was excited. Like, I was like, man, what's the, I like the Mustang. So it was like, what the name gonna be like? NightLife. It was night. It was nighttime when I thought of this. So it was like NightLife, like the nightlife. You feel me? And then like one thing when you travel, if you want to find anything fun, they call it NightLife on the GPS app, bro. Like when you go out of town and stuff, if you type in NightLife, it's gonna bring up carnivals, clubs, any like go-kart. It's gonna bring up everything. Everything that's fun.
He do got a point.
And when you think about like the nightlife part, I'm like, okay, shoot, NightLife Sting. That's what it was at first. That's because I like the Mustang. That's because I like the Mustangs. You feel
we was gonna be an all Mustang crew at one point.
And I was like, yeah, that's the name. Like,
He
real
was sick.
Mustang. You know what I'm saying? And then I actually thought about it maybe like a couple of days later, and I was like,
Nah,
man, I like nightlife Stangs, but with
I mean,
Stangs, that's only gonna
be nothing but
attract
Mustangs.
Mustang owners. You feel me? And I want to reach everybody. Like I want to be. I don't like you pull up in the vet. I don't want to say, oh nah, man, you can't ride with us. Like
I
nah.
ain't gonna lie. Speak before you finish. I feel like some people that hide their names of their crews. Like I like that y'all set the boundary of like, yo, we just want this. Like we just focus on Mustangs. That's
Right,
it.
right, right,
But I feel like if you really change it up and add more people, like add different cars to
right,
your
right, right.
crew, it brings out like. Cause I don't have many people ask me like when we had our old logo with the sun and the two cars on, people like that's a Mustang. They're like Mustang. It was like, oh, are y'all just an all Mustang crew? And because at one point what we did had nothing but Mustangs pulling up kind of. Then KOT came out with his, with the Mero.
Malcolm with the truck.
I said Michael. Malcolm with the truck, but it was still Ford. Who else?
You got Jackal.
Jackal came with the Camaro. Ty's got the Camaro. And then now we got Bart with the Lexus. But at one point, it really was just straight Mustang. So people be like, "Oh, y'all like no, where you can have any car you want, just don't do nothing stupid." But you're going to be tested this way. I can't lie. Y'all try to come join us. You're going to be tested. Everything about you gonna be tested. Real talk. But that's one thing I want people to understand. Like we're not just gonna focus on one thing. Like that's just not us. And when he brought it to my attention, I was like, "Let go." If he was willing to jump off the ship and we got to swim all the way to America, I was like, let go. Cause that's my brother. We've been like this for Lord knows how long. But it was just like when like I said, when he brought it to me, it's like I run with it. We started doing stuff. I was in school, so I really wasn't around like everything to be a part of everything. So like I said, that's why I said we're gonna ask prayers a lot of questions because some stuff I don't know. Hey, you know, because I wasn't around all the time. And even now I don't be around like that because I moved out of the city. And so it's just like I'm starting to see from an outside point of view of like prayers actually does more than what people think. Like when we I think for me, when I knew it was like I knew we was real, but I think when you brought the paperwork to show like, hey, we legal in the state, I was like, oh, all right.
Oh yeah.
Like I sat there like I was like, we really real. Okay then. Let's go. Like the light bulb clicked off. Like, hey, bro, we just gotta take off and run with it. And then we started coming out with the jackets. I can't lie. I'm gonna be real. Most of y'all got y'all stuff from us. I'm gonna just be real, not trying to throw shit. I'm just being a real one. When we popped out with these right here, y'all, some of y'all tried to copy us. It didn't work. Just being real. But when we popped out with that, we popped out with the shirts. We started. I think people started telling me, "Oh, I saw them at such. Were you there?" I'm like, "Nah," but I think you know they out represent. You know what I'm saying? People still to this day text me like, "Hey, bro, your crew at such and such." I be like, "Oh, I know, but good looking out though." And it be like sometimes they may go roll, they may ride around separately. Some days I may get a text, "Hey, D, your brothers out here such." I be like, they moving, boy. But we represent well. And I think like that's the standard that you brought to the crew. I brought to the crew, not brought to the crew. Everybody, when we had set the standard of when we leave, we're still representing us. When we're around, of course we're representing. When we pull up. And I can't lie, we finna give y'all the rundowns of like our crew. Real talk. If you don't show up with your shirt on, fine. You litter, fine.
I don't care if it's some gum paper.
Some gum paper, bro. You're getting fined, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think the person that got fined the most is it Malcolm? Is it Malcolm?
Jackal, I think.
Jackal. Oh. Malcolm liked throwing out them fines. So he said what he said. What he told KOT, he's like, it's the first of the month. Oh yeah. Lord, throw out the fine. But I think, and that's what keeps us going. Like people, I get people to run down on how my crew set up. They be like, some people like, nah, I hit y'all later. I be like, you're not drunk. You're not gonna try to whistle that, bro. And they be like, bro, y'all. It's like, no, that's just us. Like everybody has their own way of how they want things to be done. We have ours. Other crews have theirs, and that's what we stand on. Once we set our foundation for us, not for nobody else, but for us because of the love of the cars. And I think that's really with us having self-discipline, with everybody coming to the group having self-discipline, and we not got to teach you how to have self-discipline. That's what made it even better. Like I can go out and not have to worry about hearing, hey bro, your brother he just hit by 3-4 cars, man, doing donuts, man. He acting crazy. I ain't gotta worry about that. You ain't gonna hit me, you ain't gonna hit that. So and that's one thing that I love about it. And I think I know that's one thing I know you be happy to hear. You ain't gotta worry about because like it's like, bro, once something go wrong, I know his face gonna be involved, my face gonna be involved, and a lot of other people go face be involved as part of our crew, and they be like, we don't want that bad look, and we're not gonna have that bad look because we set goals, and I think not goals, but we set boundaries, and we have goals in our crew. We have our monthly meeting to let everybody know, like, hey, this is what we got going on for the month. Even if it wasn't in the paperwork with the state and stuff, we still would have our monthly meetings to let everybody know, like, hey, this is how everybody doing. This is what we got going on for the month. Let y'all know how it is, and that's that.
Everybody held accountable.
Exactly, and I think sometimes we have our meetings and still be outside. Like we'll have a meeting at 5:00. I guarantee you we're done by 6. I just example say 6, but we're still out there talking to about 1 in the morning. And it'd be like, what? But that's just something we like to do. If I can just sometimes we pull up late. Like I pull up late. Hey man, I just got through doing whatever I was doing. Had to see y'all. I'm in town, bro. I come see y'all. And I think that's one thing that I really do love about having this family. Excuse me. And that's being able to come talk to my boys and express myself and let them know, like, bro, I'm going through XYZ, and not having to worry about them judging me and what I have going on and all this other stuff, because we're open and honest with each other. And that's one thing that we wanted to set out there. Anything you want to elaborate on?
I mean, all I can say is, man, God is in the midst, right? You know what I'm saying? As you know, I'm the president, but you know, I got to be following something. So as I follow God, Jesus Christ, you know, and lead the way, and set the example, and then make the example, then the crew can be able to follow me. You feel me? And we just take it day by day, and that's the real deal. As I'm gonna continue to say, the real deal, real spill. Like,
Real quick, let me ask you this: when growing up, I know we fell in love with the car scene differently. Like, what was that moment that let you know, like, I love cars?
what was that moment?
Oh, I know my mama was going to the track and having my dad with motorcycles and stuff, seeing him. But I think the one day I really knew was like going to the track and seeing how excited me and my stepbrother was, like, to go. And I think it was Wednesday night we went down to Odina. This is when Odina track is open, and it was just me and my dad. We was like, I think I was out past 11, 12 o'clock with my dad, and it was like, I like this. What was it?
Mine was like, I remember my childhood with my dad in the cars and stuff. I remember being asked about cars, but the real point was when my dad bought my first car home. I didn't know. I knew I was getting a car, but I didn't know exactly what kind of car it was gonna be. And I knew what kind of car I had told him I wanted, but he bought a 1994 Mercury Cougar home. And when I seen it come down the road, you know, being young and seeing something old like that come down the road, you be like,
that ain't it move.
But at that very point, at that very like time, that's when I knew. I wasn't like, you know, a part of me was like, oh, I can do something with that. Like, I can, you know what I'm saying? What? Oh, that's a 4.6. It's a V8. Oh yeah. It got dual pipes on it. Oh yeah. Okay. What the interior is, you know? Oh, it's a coupe. Okay. I can do something with that. It got blow good AC, got heat in it, nice little radio. Okay. V8. And that's when I knew then, like, man, I like cars. Like, I'm finna. It might be a 1994 boy, but I'm finna take care of like it's a doggone 2020. You feel me? Like,
God,
that's just how I, like, at that very point, that's when I knew, like, okay, me and Carl gonna get along real good.
Oh God. But man, it was fun today, man. Y'all. Love y'all, man. From me, Prez, the whole NLO family, man. We love y'all, man. We thank y'all. Thank Prez for coming on to the show. You feel me? And I think that, like I said, y'all go get y'all a car. First off, build up how you want it. Second off, do if you want it, you love it. You gonna it's gonna be have a good outcome. So y'all continue to be blessed, be great, and man. From NLO, man, we thank y'all, love y'all. And it's been After Hours, man. I'm your host, Darian Reynolds, aka Big Speaker. Like I said, my co-host, Nate Dog. And man, we love y'all, man. Y'all be easy, y'all be breezy, and stay going fast.